Hey everyone, it's Sarah and I am here with a layout about Brody. It's going to be a long story, so I'll tell it as I'm kind of making my stuff. But I just wanted to let you know I'm using the Bella Boulevard Rover collection, and this is a collection I got from the Inspiration Station store for my design team for July, but this one I'm not including in my official design team pages because I do pull a few things from my stash. And we don't normally do that. When I do a design team page for them, it's all strictly what they have in their store. So I am going to pull a couple things from my stash. So that's why this is going to be kind of just a little bonus one of the collection. So that's mostly what I'm using is, the Bella Boulevard Rover collection. These cards here are from Snap. Or sorry, they're from Simple Stories from their Snap collection. But they're dog themed as well. And then I'll kind of come in and tell you, as I'm telling the story, I'll kind of mention what I have here. But this is an 8.5 by 8.5 layout, which is going to go into Brody's album. Both my dogs have little albums of their own that I randomly put layouts in, so this is going to go into his. I am going to use some white Kelly Perky letter stickers that you're going to see here in a second. But I wanted to do this layout because Brody, we just got some news about him that he's actually just been diagnosed with Cushing disease. And basically what it is he has a tumor somewhere in his body. We don't know where yet. We just got testing to find that out, and we should find out this week. But it's either in his brain or up near his brain, or it's in one of his glands down lower in his body. So we have to find out where that is first before we can figure out the treatment. But most likely it's going to be treated with medicine and a lot of monitoring. So he's going to have to go through a few doses of kind of harsh medicine. The vet actually described it, it's almost like a chemotherapy type medicine. So it's basically going to be killing the tumor internally. So that's kind of the best option for him because he's 12 years old. So surgery is not ideal. And if it's in his brain or up near his brain, that's not an option regardless. So we're kind of dealing with that right now. He should be fine. He's going to be sick for a little bit, but it's nothing that, it's temporary for that. And then, yeah, so it's kind of hard to explain, but basically we're just doing everything that we can to keep him happy and healthy. So that's the most important thing for him, that he's happy. But what the tumor is doing is it's causing his body to overproduce a hormone called cortisol in his body, and that can actually start attacking his liver if it's not treated, and you need your liver to live. So that's kind of the dangers. We're starting to see signs of it, and when the last time we took him to the vet for a couple of symptoms that we weren't sure about, she mentioned that, and then we did testing. He did testing to find out if he was positive for that, and he was. So that's what we're dealing with right now. But so far, he's happy, and he's not, walking around miserable or anything, but there's definitely some changes in him that I can tell. Okay, so what did I do? I cut out that little dog face from one of the Simple Stories cards because it's black and white and it kind of looks like Brody a little bit. And then I used Kelly Perky letter stickers to write diagnosis up on the top there. I didn't have an N, so I cut an M down, and that's a little wonky, but I don't care. And then on the bottom, I used a sticker from the Bella Boulevard Rover collection. It says, "I will love you forever." And then I used a flare badge that I got from an Etsy shop, which is Tony From's Etsy shop, which is actually right now closed down. I hope she comes back because I loved her flare, but we'll see. But it says "Damn Good Dog" on it. That's actually from Georgia Bulldogs, but it's black and red, so it goes nicely with this album. So I went ahead or this layout, so I went ahead and did that. And I've already used it on another Georgia layout anyway. But and then I used a little 3x3, I think, tag that it's the red and the cream stripe underneath the dog there. That's a leftover from another layout that I did, so I stuck it there because it goes along with this as well. And then I grabbed a white tag from my stash, and that's where I'm going to do my journaling because I kind of have a lot to say about it. So I wanted to make sure I had something big enough that I could write what I needed. So I just marked off where the embellishments are going to lie so that I don't write underneath them. So I'm just talking about everything that I just told you. And then I'm going to use some red and white twine, which is actually from Martha Stewart. And I'm going to loop that around the hole of the tag there. So yeah, so I don't mean to be I hope I don't sound like a Debbie Downer about it, but it is kind of a big thing, and he, you know, is just starting to show a few little symptoms and stuff, and he's not like super sick or anything, but we can tell he's not quite himself. So, but yeah, a bunch of things just kind of popped up that made us go, hang on. And then the vet agreed as well. So it was a good thing we took him in and got him checked out. But yeah, so other than that, he's still my sweet Brody. Definitely getting older though, you know, he's 12 and a half, so he's starting to show signs of being an older dog and, you know, things like that. So okay, so got my journaling tag down there, so I'm going to go ahead and stick these other things down. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. And then I added the date with a Project Life date stamp down at the bottom as well. That's the date that we got the diagnosis for him. And I think that completes my layout. So a smaller one to go in a smaller album, but yeah, that's it. So thank you guys for joining me today, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll leave a link to the Inspiration Station store in the description here, so you can go check it out if you want to. And I will see you guys again real soon. Have a great day. Bye.